Alright, it's time to build some more stuff now that we have banners and all sorts of things. So tonight I am probably going to be doing some castles unless I feel inspired for something else or get requests depending on. So if you're looking to learn more about building in TaleSpire, this is the stream for you. I might not narrate too much, but I'll try to comment on what I do, why I do it, and why I'm so excited for the new content that we have received. It is really helping improve the castle interiors, and that makes me very excited. So I'm gonna start tonight with finishing up this little, I guess maybe this is a Norman style castle. I'm not a historian, but I just wanted to do something very classic, very simple, kind of realistic. I think I found this castle design online. I'm trying to peek through it here so I can give credit where credit is due, and I don't see where I found it anymore. So yeah, whoever built it, thank you for the inspiration. It yeah, it really got me going when I saw it, and it's been a lot of fun to build as well. But now it's time to finish it up. So let's start at the very bottom. I actually have a little bit of a basement here, which I normally don't do. I normally fill this entire base with stuff, but not here. I decided, you know what, we're gonna have a classic little dungeon room here. So it's almost done, but I wanted to add some jail cells perhaps in the bottom. You always have to have jail cells, right? And I'm going to make them quite roomy. I don't want them to be too tight. Normally when you make jail cells you can barely see, but it's not really about realism for me when it comes to these, but rather about playability. Can you see the players in there? So let's see if we place these, and maybe one more on each side. Should do it. And let's go to doors, and we have the jail doors. Now I'm choosing the orange one rather than say the black jail doors, which honestly I kind of like better. These are more jail doors to me, but I don't think we do. We don't have good bars that goes with these, and they're black. So when you have black on a dark ground like this, I don't know. I don't feel that works too well. So instead, we use the ones with some color. It's always a bit more fun. Add some light elements down here, like a chair for the guard. Maybe some A for the flooring. I'm just holding down control to move it up and down. Should do it. We might even have a little bed for these. I don't know, I might not. I think I don't want these anymore. Just use the modern style, mega dungeon style. Yep. That'll be sufficient. We might put maybe a... I so rarely get to use these, so I'll put one down here. It's just... might want to put down a couple of boxes down here too for storage. Very spacious jail cell, I guess. Alright, then we have a little way to get down there. We have the entrance hall. Here we have used different. This is from the desert set, and this is from the rural set. So when you combine them, you get this very nice, kind of regal looking floor. Door going in here. Double right clicking to try to get the next level to show, which I'm not having. Oh, there we had some luck. Come on. Oh. There we are. So now we're getting the entire floor. So the next floor here, we have a way up. I think this is sufficient. So let's head up to the next level. Next level allows you to, let's see here, you walk up here. Door. Yep, that should be alright. It's maybe a little dark in these rooms. Strangely enough, there's plenty of lights, but let's bring in one more just in case. Place it right there. Got a little guard room in here. Yeah. I do see one issue. It's that we don't have any way to get to the next floor. Oh wait, there is. Of course, there's a staircase. Which means that as you move up here... Oh, come on now. I'm gonna move this instead then. There we are. Yeah, there's where you enter, like so. It's not great, but it'll do. And you have a door here. We inset it a bit. Yeah. That turns into a larger room. And then I need to put something in this room. I don't know what I'm going to put there yet. We have another room on top of that. And another level. So yeah, there's plenty of things in this simple castle, even though you could very easily add more. And that's one of the things I'm planning to do. Take this piece and create a freestanding castle structure. But first, let's figure out how we're gonna do this. Okay, so we have an entrance up here. Oh, so that would be around here. Maybe on the edge here. Try that instead. Yeah, maybe do something similar to what we did higher up here. Or not, actually. We do this, and we just keep it simple. We just keep it simple. You don't always have to make crazy stuff, right? You just have a simple little ladder. Nothing fancy. We can have it just appear right about here. And that's enough. It's a representation. There we are. Get up there. Of course we can. And lights like so. Then we have these on each side. Here I'm gonna add this. I like adding these on each side. It kind of feels more true to actual castles. So there's that. And that means that we have this level. That level now has the staircase, and that actually feels quite natural. I like that. It's kind of out of the way. It means that we can put something interesting here in this room because it's large enough. I think this room is a good strategy room, so we're gonna put the strategy table here. Yep, that works. It's like a large-ish room. And of course, we have to have something on the walls. And I have been using this one. I think I'm gonna continue with that. So it's consistently appearing in this castle. Here and one over there. Actually, I have another idea for that, but I'm gonna put this one up here. Here, I think it would look better. I really wanted it to be. Okay, let's see what we can do. I have an idea. I want a bookshelf there, and the way that we can do that is we put this one here, and I really would like to have the library set here, but it's not going to go there. It's gonna either go on each side, and that's not great. So instead, we can use our normal library bookshelf, like so. It'll also fit some of these interior books to add a little detail to, like so. Of course, it goes up if you're too high, but that's fine. Maybe there you go. Ah, it's an interesting little room. I do like that. We lift this one a little bit. Yeah. And I don't think I need more stuff over there. Could we have a... yeah, I made my... Yes, it's a little small. Feels a bit tight, right? Yeah. So now we could do this. I love this more and more. Ignore this rug. Yeah. Does that work? Yeah. But it does steal a bit of attention away from the thing here. So you know what? I think this is a classic case of Morgoth. Good. I want some detail here. I need something that fits. So we head over to Morgoth, and then we place these here. I'm using my middle mouse button to rotate them. You know, Control to lead them down, Shift to move them across, middle button to rotate and place. There you go. Now that thing feels more natural to me, like it's not trying too hard, right? I'm gonna go with that. And I think I'm not gonna go with too much more. Here, I'm gonna use Alt and Shift to align them how I want them. Block the windows. Yes, down here too. There's a lot of chests, right? Where do we place the chest though? Maybe inside here. Yeah. And I guess this feels a little dark here, so you know what? We're gonna do this. Do this over here. There we go. Okay. Wonderful. Let's go up to the next floor, shall we? It's a very empty room. Now let's decide where the next step is, and since it is here, I'm just gonna double click and move this up, and that'll be how you get to the next door. I don't spend too much time on that. We just move on to the next. Interior decorations. Down here, I like to place these little wood beams from the interior. No, it's the exterior set. Just to give them a little bit of... Here, I'm not going to. I'm just going to keep those as is. Let's see, what should we add in this final room? Pretty basic. I almost wonder if we should split it. Let's give it a try. Is this a Shogun time? Can I use these walls? I never do. But I feel they totally would make sense inside a castle. Because they have a little bit of color to them. You wouldn't need to put rocks everywhere. I mean, stone everywhere. I might use those. This feels like it could be an extra room or an office or something. So yeah, let's do that. The little door here. Now instead of using the Shogun door, we can mix it up a little bit just so that it's a bit more interesting. Maybe this lion's head door. That might be... Yeah, it's not my favorite. I think I'm gonna go with it just for the interest of being a little different there. And that means we also can change the flooring. I think I want the flooring here to be a little nicer, and I'm going to use the desert rock for that purpose. Adds a little bit of flourish to any room. There we are. Well, the players might not even notice that. It adds something. And on the walls here, just add a little bit of detailing. Like so. Do we use these? Maybe. Yeah, why not? Why not? Now what kind of room? Is it a bedroom? I always try to avoid making too many bedrooms in these. Let's see what furniture do we have. I think it's a office time. Could be a wizard. It could be a wizard. Absolutely, it could be a very important wizard. Which means we do need some books. Definitely some lights. It's kind of nice to see how that actually blends quite nicely together. Gonna give this an angle. Actually, we're gonna facing, so then you can really see it. Bring in some books. We are. Maybe a scroll for interest. Sometimes I hit the wrong button. Go. Let me change this window here. It's a bit more consistent. definitely need something of interest here for this room itself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Should usually be one on each floor. Okay, that's a little bit better. That could inspire us to give us a little table or something. Mm-hmm. We put 2 statues over here. That's gonna make the players nervous. Yeah, they're gonna hate that. They're gonna hate that. Okay. What can we put over here? Maybe a reading chair. Yeah, it'll have to do. Anything in this room? Yeah, you know what? We really need another table where people can sit neat or something. But then again, you know what? I think this is storage. Gotta keep it high up, keep it safe. And oh, the crafting category here. Room for any of these devices? Nah, not really. Mm-hmm. Always add a little lamp. No, lantern. Staircase is gonna highlight where it is. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah. Okay, and then finally we have the final room. I like to put one of these up there on each level. So I'm wondering if there's anything else I could put up here, but yes, if the it's fine. Right there. And for that for a corner, yeah. These top pieces of the castles I still find very, very tough to do. It's like, what do you put there? What do you put there? Any other pieces that would make sense up there? Oh. Couldn't put this up there. I just wonder what it looks like. Put that here, for example, and you made a tower. It would be good, but I like the simplicity of this overall. Yeah, I'll do it. Okay, I think we have every level of this castle, which is fun. I think it's good to upload do that. Thinking that. Maybe not. What I'm going to do now is I got that. I'm going to upload that separately, but I'm also going to create a slab that has it on and it's kind of ready in the landscape itself. So with that in mind, I would take the forest roads. Let's see, something kind of basic. I think we use. Let's see, how big is this castle? No, we can do this. All right. Take that. Remove all the pieces we're not going to use. ETH. Oops. Come on now. Yay. See, let's get the just copy this. And that'll tell us how big the castle is going to be. It'll be around that size. Okay. So what I want to do next is get some hill pieces. Let's see. I search for hill. Let's see. Use this piece. Not bad. Start with that. And then what else do we have? Hill. This one is, yeah. That right there, and then we can add other shapes. So. I don't know what it's gonna, how it's gonna turn out, but I'm quite excited for it, really. So we have a little bit of rock here. Is it enough? Might not be. We might want more. I want the cast to feel like it's really sticking out here. In fact, I might bring in a bit more on each side here. So I have enough space. Let's see. Yeah, we need some more hills. We need some more hills. Or hills? Hills? That. I'm gonna alternate these pieces. I don't use the same ones too much. It's starting to look a little bit more interesting overall. I guess we can't stick it too much in because we actually have a basement here. Again, which I normally don't do, so. Okay, we can kind of put it up. Right there, yes. I'll leave it at that. I think we might not need this then. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that works. Okay. This will be a slightly altered version. take this piece of rock here and just go around to give the impression that this has been built on all of this rock. There. Yeah, that's the beginning. You see how it kind of bleeds into the rock itself now, and that's what we want. There we go. Of course, we have to go all the way down. Just make sure you don't go all too far down, because then then it goes. There's all sorts of troubles with doing that. No good. Okay. Now I just need to plan it. Where does this go? I'm thinking a staircase and almost a courtyard here, even possibly. We'll see. Take away some of these rocks. To be careful we don't use too many pieces. Okay, so if we do that, is that gonna... And that goes into something like this. I'm gonna see where the road here is going. I think this might work. We'll see. I don't want a very large entrance here, so let's see. Oh, can we do staircase up to the gate kind of deal? Let's see. I have these entrance pieces I've been working on. Can we just get this, for example? Sort of. Okay. There we go. Take that. Okay, definitely gonna be using that. Before I can do that, I need to really know where things are going to go. So bring this one more step down here. And I'm gonna use this piece. There we are. Yeah, I think so. And Control V, because we have it saved, and we align these floor pieces. This is what keeps my sanity. I try to align floors as often as I can and stick to a certain consistency for where they go. You'll thank me later. You can see that in the castle too. You have floor here, floor here, floor here, floor here, floor here, and even here we have a floor, but I have skipped it. So there isn't really a floor on that floor, it just keeps going further up. But by staying consistent, you save yourself a lot of pain when you're trying to navigate it later on. Okay, that's gonna be a lovely little gatehouse. Let's try to make a make some pieces around it. Oh, I think this is going to be really cute. Let's see. First, let's clear the brush, so to say. So. And I'm just going to drag this for now because I need to see how this is going to look. Go in and randomize them later. Here we're gonna some of these. I'm gonna do this again, even though I don't think we'll have to really, because I'm gonna build a wall in front of it. But yeah, it's always good to be consistent. Look here. Totally unnecessary. My OCD demands it. There we are. I do think it would make sense to have this filled in here, at least for now. Let's see how we do with that. Okay, let's have a look at the other walls that we have. These are designed to be more city-like, but I think we can get away with them. I'll just steal this one. And does that terminate nicely over there? I think it sort of will. I will adjust this part and I think that'll come together okay-ish. I think so. And we could even just end it like that, but that feels a little bit too tight to this place. Yeah. Oh. What's this look like? Yeah, it might work too. I just want to avoid doing something simple, silly, since I have those banners there. So yeah, we'll see. But I think it's going the right direction. So let's see. We add these walls. Make sure we have it at the right level. Here. 1, 2, 1, 2. But this one either goes here or here. I'm gonna go with this one for now. We can always change it. We can always change it. Now we have a little bit of a defensive wall, little courtyard in the beginning here. That's nice. And this is very leveled, and sometimes that's nice, but in this case, I'd like to make it a bit harder to see where the level starts and begins. And I love this piece for kind of defining a diagonal line here. Kind of imply that this has been built more into the rock itself. So there we are. And might we do single piece as well? Do we have a single piece? Do we? I was worried about. It kind of feels like these are crashing a little. I'm just gonna use that as a excuse and fill in the gaps. Yeah, I'll be sufficiently happy with that. Get some more. Let's bring that over. So I'm wondering if I want a second kind of semi-defensive thing here. Kind of cover up this a little bit too. I think I'm going to do that, yeah. Yes, we are. And of course we need one of these pieces. We'll just continue the staircase all the way down. Starting to have a more interesting entrance area. Okay. Did I mess up? Did I mess up? Did I? Oh, I did. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I'm gonna pretend this didn't happen. It's just keep building. Nobody will measure that anyways, and we don't need it technically to measure up perfectly. Keep me up at night. This feels like it needs a little tower or something. Don't think I have a castle tower of that size and style. This one. But I don't like this. It's too different in style. I think I need something square here. Yeah, I do. Okay, what do we have? I have this size. It might not be. So what happens if we align things? Might actually be fine. We expand on it and it works. It looks good from this side. It reads well. It's a tower. It's a tower. It's a tower. There's a little preview. It looks good from this side too. Tower, tower, tower. But I think we can add a little bit more stuff to this castle in this version. Here, for example. Let's see if we have the floors aligned. I think we do. Yeah. There we go. There's just one more piece there. I like that. Do we do more? Might actually be kind of neat too. Are we aligned? Yes, we are. And the reason I'm asking for that is because if they are aligned, that means that we can create a. You just walk straight out. It's a floor. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, 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 bloop. Same thing here. Super easy to just expand upon it. Of course, we have to do a little bit of tweaking. here, I don't want to use a super thick door. So we got our super thick, like a double door. Instead, we'll just use this one. Super simple. This doesn't really go anywhere. I just installed it because I wanted to have a staircase or something, but since we're not going to do that, I'm still I'm gonna just use this. And that'll be fine. Now here. Continues normal. Now I see I can probably save myself some pieces by just leading these into breaking that rule I have a little bit. Make this a little taller. There you go. Yeah. That'll do it. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's a cool little extension there. Do the same thing up here. Perfect. And we also don't need, well, you know what, you could have like a prisoner cell here, so maybe that's what I'll do. It's kind of terrible. Why not? Let's change the interior. Oh, let's go all the way. It's so depressing. Let's see, do we have, is it ruined? Ruined temple. There we go. And do a little sleeping pad. There you go. And of course we have to expand this stuff. You can see how much easier it is to kind of build downwards rather than building this from the ground up and try to plan. Don't try to plan. Yeah, you're not that smart. I am definitely not that smart. You can't see ahead of what you really want. But by building it up here first and then just stretching it down into the soil, you can, the ground, you can give the impression that you masterfully planned it all along to your players. They might not notice, but go. So we have a little prison tower. No, the back here is a little flat. There's not much we can do about that. One thing I could try here is to make a little expansion outward. Let's see if that is possible. What I mean by that is we can use, we could use this one. Try. So and I don't want to go too far out. We have something to sit on here now. And we have floor, some floorboards. And I probably want to try the tavern set for this first, because it has that white stucco feel. Then we use the abandoned village, or yeah, that gives you that. Oh, it's an expansion. At least it's not all flat, all the same kind of deal. Now I would still prefer to have a little bit of difference in the walls here. A trick we could use for that is expand the entire thing. But that does get us in trouble. And here. What happens if we cut this out? Look at that. Even if it's just 1 degree, so it looks like with 2. That breaks it up so it's not so simple. And now you get a little glimpse down this way, which a defensive tower like this would certainly intend to do. I'm gonna try that. To just keep expanding. Quite a formidable what we're building here. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. Look at that, coming together. I'm not going to fill that gap, I just don't care. Well, at least our inmate got some room. Yep, that seems to be pretty stable in there. There we are. And try to use the same style on all these surfaces so they're semi-consistent. There. Now it is tempting to put up a banner elsewhere here. I don't know. It does break it up a little bit, but doesn't feel like it would appear. These are placed here for a purpose. Yeah. Let's see what else we can. What other damage we can do here. Bring this here. And we might cheat this like so. Yeah. We're gonna do that. We're gonna save ourselves some of the small pieces. Build it right into the rock there. There we are. one doesn't make entirely sense, and it's like so. And the rest doesn't look barely like it makes sense. Okay. What do we have over here? Looks like we should just lower these and make so. And same trick here. I don't know if it's a trick, but you know what I mean. They are. The towers come together. We do need a staircase going in here. People can get up to the top level, so I'm just gonna remove the interiors. Carving it, as I like to call it. Just carve out the pieces you don't want anymore. And it still works. I'm gonna use a slightly more fun door here, because I'm in a fun mood. And here we add a little staircase. Oh, look at this. What's that? It would make most sense if this went on the side here. So some of these out. I think they would really leave them in if they built a castle like this. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna get there. We have the entrance here. Let's see, what does the rest of the tower look like? Let's get rid of the floors. And we put the ladders in. I'm gonna do this the extremely basic way. Hold on X to snap these into each other. Let's see how much space do we have to work with. Not a ton. Just attach it right there. That should do it. Yeah. It is tempting to put a roof on that, but I'm not going to. Not this time. I could put a window here to imply that someone would peek out, even though there isn't really anywhere to do that. But I just think it looks much better with a window. It looks much better with the window. The other side as well, so we're going to do that. There, I'll leave it windowless on this side, but maybe... Oh, that's where the... Okay. Kind of want the window there now. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna... Is this there? Have the ladder go up on this side. Now we're talking. Like that much better. You could argue that you can place a piece of wood here on the side. That might also be fun for players, just so they can access it a little bit better. Yeah, let's go with that. So there was a little gap here. This is one of my frustrations with the new set. It's like, you don't have a triangle piece, but I think we can get away with it, possibly with... Yeah, I don't love that. Don't love that either. Okay, I guess we put one of these on each side. Open it up a little bit on the sides here. So, just adds a little bit of extra space, which in this case is quite needed, really. I think this would be a good spot for a little table of some sort, so I'm gonna put that over here. So add a little drink of some sort. Oh, come on. There we are. That's better. Not crazy inspired, but will do the trick. These. I do like to place, it's in the interior set, I'd like to place two of these on the sides to imply that it's being held up. Strong beams too. Yeah. Okay, got that one. Then we'll just hang a banner here. Maybe one on the side. And let's not forget okay. Starting to have some defensible positions here. It's kind of like how actual castles were built too, you know, you built around and around and around it. More and more as the years went by. Where does this take us? Oh, to the prison cell actually. That's really funny. Huh. Almost makes it tempting to connect the basement and this prison cell, but I'm not going to. You could if you wanted to. See. Now, here we also need to fill this gap a little bit. Like so. It's tempting to have something here, but just not sure what it would be. Then that looked good enough. Yeah. Oh, would you look at that? going on here? Wow. Wow. Okay, maybe just a half height. Yeah, we'll do that. I'd find that a little bit more interesting. Hey, Hard Rock, thank you so much. Yeah, it's sort of starting to come together here. Sort of, slowly but surely. I think I'm gonna peek over here and see if I have these castles, or castle pieces, walls, towers. Let's see, do any of them have any charm if we... Interesting. I think I'm gonna put those in. It just adds a little bit extra here. And it means I can put some banners up. That little look. There you go. Which I don't care how people get up there. It's a miniature. Whatever. It just adds that little extra. Do we want this on this gate? What I do like about it is that it does give us some extra color rather than red and gray, which is the only colors right now we have other than the green grass. And yeah, that's I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna see if I can find one or two other places to bring in a little bit of this blue stuff here. Like, could we do it front, for example? No. No, the answer is no. Where else? Oh, could use it in the courtyard as like a both covers this, but it also as a storage, like it just covers some stuff here. I think that'll work. Let's see. Oh, that's great to hear, Hard Rock. Yeah, that's the whole reason we're doing it, right? I always hope that someone will use my maps in their games. That would be awesome. Or, you know, just can also just build it. It's also fun. Put these under here. Yeah, okay. Now we have a little bit blue, little bit of blue, little bit blue, 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 blue. Could we use it here? Technically, sort of. It's a little weird. I actually wonder if it would be better to get rid of this. Let's see what we find. We go here and then could have used this size tower here. But I think it would be better to see. Let's go and get some more of these pieces, shall we? Bring in these pieces. What you're witnessing now is the constant agony of building without a real plan. You know, it's part of the fun. It's what makes this so fun to build with to me, is because you gotta get to discover it. That's pretty awesome. All these things that you build, it's like they appear in front of you. And here we might work. Let's find out. Yes. Yes. Okay. Not perfect, but not bad either. These are a little tight, but we could. Again, it's all about discovery, right? We could just expand this very easily. Right? You see? Oh. Wait. No, we're fine. I think we're fine. Yes, we are. They're lighting up. Now this is why we keep everything on the same level. Our future self will thank us for it. See here. Are all these gaps filled here? I think they are. Yeah, there we go. And then we can just cut into. So again, carving, right? Now it's very tempting to make a that this is actually the real entrance to this little dungeon here, and not this part. I think that's more reasonable. I'm just gonna get rid of this piece, which was the previous way of getting down there. There you go. There's a staircase to the next level here. So, but now the entrance is down here. Yeah, that works. Let's add a door in. Make it metal. Still double door. Oh. I even want to do a window here. Not a lot of windows on this level, but I feel like this decent height here. Then this will look totally okay. And I like to use a larger window on the inside here than a small on the outside. Yeah, I'll do. Hey, let's do it. Good to see you. Hello. We're just building a castle today. Castle for all of us. Now, looking at this, I feel we can expand this. Outwards. And let's see, maybe not. Little gymnastics as I'm trying to find the right approach here. Yeah. Here we have tower, like so. We can remove these. Actually, we can continue like so. maybe this table now makes more sense. Side here. I think if I had more time, I would make this into more of a kitchen setting. This room would likely work really well as a kitchen. So we'll see. Hey, let's do it. I am very happy to have you here now. That's what matters. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully, maybe, you'll find a little bit of inspiration. That's what we're all looking for. Now I've been going hard on just searching for miniatures online. In fact, I am spending way too much time in Facebook groups with miniature builders. A lot of amazing talent out there, and what's cool with the miniature builders is, again, it's what TaleSpire is really inspired by, but they have to keep things small. Like, the size of this is probably a bit bigger than what most designs look like, because, you know, it takes time to build things. But that also means that it becomes we can build things that they only dream of, but we can also be inspired by their actual physical work and try to keep things, you know, within a reasonable size themselves. So you don't need to go huge all the time. It's not always the size that counts, right? So this will be, how do you say? Yeah, a bit more, no, it'll look a bit more like it actually could exist if someone were to build it. So yeah, it definitely has a bit more detailing inside that you would normally find in a real build. Yeah, and what you're absolutely right, Hard Rock. What I really admire with the miniature builders is their landscaping that they get to do. You really don't get that yet in TaleSpire, but we can always hope that the future will bring something. Just gonna add a little bit of green here. Maybe add some here too. I hope this will not be a problem to upload. I don't think so. I think we are within. Rocks seem to be surprisingly expensive, so we'll see. See what's possible here. I know this is expensive, but I just have to. Okay. Some green bits over here too. It's fun. I'm just adding too much. Okay. Yeah, I have nothing but admiration for mini builders. Do it to myself if I had the time and skill. But that takes a long time to get to the level. And it also starts filling up your house. I don't know about you guys, but not that crazy about that aspect of it. Not yet anyways. Maybe one day when I'm retiring and I go, nah, I'm gonna be one of those guys. Now it's time for me to join the ranks. Oh, it felt like I should add that. So, and now we also need to is a little bit more interesting. Oh, and what I find is just place these randomly, rotate once, place next to the ones I already did, rotate again, place again semi randomly, and then fill the gaps with what you had. Interesting. Up. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Character meanings. My goodness, I tried to paint once and it was a very humbling experience. Fun though. I would totally do it if I had more time. Okay. What was the trick I used? Let's see, if we look at some of the... I've been dropping these castles everywhere lately, and it's starting to become hard to keep track of where they are. Nah, it's not in these. Here I just used that, and I didn't really have much courtyard there. So if it's not forest, Lemurian town. No, it's wood. Oh no, there's one. Okay, so I have this one, and here we use castle ruin temple, and some burrow mud, and of course, yes, these pieces. Okay, that's a way to give it a little bit of variation, which kind of sorely needs, right? So let's see. Hop in here. Let's go to Rune Temple. It's great. Great set. Just add that around here and there. Then we have the concrete building. It's subtle, but it just adds less uniformity. I like that. Also, we don't need these inner pieces anymore. I'm gonna get rid of those. Yeah. Oh. And then the other one is, oh, it's even funnier. It's also in the modern set and it's in the street set. And here you technically can use more of them if you feel like it. I quite like those. They just add a tiny extra texture that you're sometimes really looking for. So yeah, definitely gonna be using that. The sides here. What's this? Got some lights here. Actually, these are very bright lights. I'm gonna get rid of those. Gonna go slightly more medieval here. That. I might even put up these brassiers. Side. Everyone even is standing. Here on this piece of rock. And I've started using more greens inside of these, like imagine that they would let it grow a little bit because it's nice and lush, and why not? Anyone? Just add a little bit of color to it all, right? I think could we do more of that? Let's see. The answer is usually always yes, but again, we are probably pushing the limit here to what we can. I think I have to, I'm gonna do a test upload and just see if this works, because it might not. Later cancel. I do this midway through uploading these slabs because it prevents you from building a slab and then realizing it doesn't work. See, does it work? Does it work? Yes, okay. Wonderful. That means that we are close. So even at this stage here, just gonna make a copy of it. Wait, why am I making a copy? I have a slab. I've uploaded it. I don't need to. Okay, got this. Let me just have a look at my other castles quickly here. Here's another one just built. This one is a bit unique in that it's not really meant as a medieval castle, but more a later stage area where the old keep has sort of been... Oh no. Oh no. I didn't upload it properly. Well, good thing we have the original still. Eesh. Wow. How did I make... That's such a bad mistake. Well, let's fix that right now, shall we? Just put all of this like so. Lemurian town. Administrative keep with courtyard. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, we have the backside this time. Wow. Hold on. This was built just before all the new banners came out, so I should really check if there's anywhere I want banners. And rugs. Hold on. This would look nice with some of them, wouldn't it? Could use one of these white ones. Yellow might even look good. You know, I'm gonna go with the yellow unless... you know what? This might be actually one of the neutral browns. I'm gonna go with the neutral browns for a change. Yeah, okay. You know what? I didn't love the neutrals at first, but here I quite like them. I'm gonna put them on both sides. So. I'm gonna put the window on both sides. What else did I want to do here? Oh yeah, I think I wanted to add even more variation. I just like how haphazard this build feels here. I'm gonna add this style tower at the edge. Yeah, like I said, I don't care about how do you get up there. Just get up there. it's a mini build. That'll do it. Are any of these other ones of interest? Yeah, they kind of are. No, I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna take a little peek inside. No, that's fine. Like this, where we could change this one. I think this might be too large, but let's see. Oh. No. But this one will work. This one is like becoming my go-to. This one is way more interesting or easier to build with than all the other ones combined so far, I find. Just have to make sure it aligns. Yeah. It's all good. Now we can make these a bit more interesting by using, say, these. Yeah. Way more interesting with these colors here than the others. And in fact, can use these elsewhere too to give it a little bit more flair. Oh, good. Yeah. I'm gonna try that. There we are. I think that'll do it. Oh, could we? Yay! Yeah, why not? Okay, I think we have all of them now. Oh, could definitely add a banner here too. Okay, that was a little side thing here. Let's see. This actually it would be easier if I just copy this like so. There we go. I find that's the more interesting tower overall. Keep a small tower over here. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna upload. Be careful here. Bring with us things we don't want to. I'm gonna Control X this, just... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, actually, this kind of just worked out. Oh, we're gonna have a much better version. Put that, and then voila. Yeah, okay. Marion, town, castle, administrative, keep with courtyard. Oh no. Keep version 2. Fix the missing back and added banners. This is an old castle repurposed for new era of bookkeeping and diplomacy. And public. Yeah. I hope that works. It should. And now with this one, I also see a couple of tricks I need to employ in the other version. First of all, we're gonna just add a few. We don't want to add too many here. This gets expensive real fast. Actually, I'm gonna add some 2 trees here. Started making these a bit of a signature thing. I'll use them everywhere. But then we're gonna do a little bit of grass. Up here as if it's kind of coming through the cracks a little bit. Doesn't have to be much. And here and there can have some of these vines growing as well. That just adds a little bit of character. Okay, I'm not gonna do too many of them. Just where I see that, you know what? That might make sense right there. So. Yeah. All right. We're getting somewhere. This, do we need more lights up here at all? Probably a light here and there. That makes little sense. So here we're gonna There we are. Okay. Got these. Who is this balcony for? This balcony is for the royal person or whoever is living out here. So you know what? We're gonna make that floor slightly nicer to signify that. Just use these pieces. I love these pieces. There we are. I can see that that's a little bit nicer. And what else do we have here in terms of coloring and so on? Yeah. Man, I really want to make some more churches soon. That's not going to help us this time, is it? No, it won't. So that's a kind of interesting little topper. Ooh, you like that? It's kind of cute. See if we can make that work. It just makes the entire build feel more interesting to me. One odd little tower that isn't like the others. And to me, that's how, you know, human architecture kind of works. There's like, what did they do that? That's kind of weird over there. Yeah, that's when it gets interesting. Add. Oops, a few roof pieces here. Yep. There. What places we can do that? Technically here. I think makes perfect sense. I'm pretty sure that if we went back in time to all sorts of medieval castles, we would discover all the wood structures they actually built back then that we never saw and we never realized was even ever there. No records of them. Just massive constructions that we don't even know about. No, these are not massive constructions. These are tiny little roof pieces, but you know. Okay. Put one over here. Nah, it sticks out too much. That's no good. Okay. It's very tempting to just add something on the side here, but overthinking it. Probably fine the way it is. Two. I'm gonna sink this just to show the wall a bit better. Okay. Storage shed out here. Yeah, why not? Need a little bit more variation here, so that if we get rid of this one, this one looks more interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Then this little tower is here, so something we could place out there that would make it more intriguing. Maybe just can't be too big. You don't want to see it too much from the below and like steal attention or give away the actual size of things too much. I want to just add that little piece right there. Yeah. Okay. And the question is, does it look interesting from all sides? This is the side where I'm a little bit bored, but it's also very utilitarian. I think it makes sense. Maybe at least just a little. I know it's not much, but yeah, that's the one thing I'm gonna do there. We have this. This side is also decent. You got this thing, you got this thing. It's not like totally. It has some, and then of course this is probably the proper side. So let's check what this looks like at night. Got good lighting around here. The stairs. It's not the best up there, and down here it's a little. Put a little lamp down there. This thing seems to give more light than this, but I can't tell if that's real or if it's just my imagination. Yeah, I'm gonna put one of these here. Kind of guide you up there. And inside it should generally be pretty good, yeah. Goody. Let's make it daytime. And there we are. Okay. I think we're ready to upload. You can always put something on the side here. Yeah. Do these have any value? Oh. Hmm. I have to try. It kind of implies that there's more going on than there really is. But it probably would be a detail that would be higher up. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, let's do it. You're absolutely right. The demon head is fantastic. Really love it. Gives great light. Wish we had more of that. Those kind of things. In the toolbox. Okay. It's kind of like a side tower that you add here, but yeah, it might just be. If this was bigger, I think that would work, but I don't need a decorative piece here like that. All of this on the inside is just prison wall, so yeah. See, there's like a secret room here now, which is kind of funny. I think it's actually going to be better for performance if we actually make it into something. I suppose use fewer pieces, possibly. Let's see here. Maybe this is the really dangerous gonna say crypt, but like holding cell. Damn, how do I solve this one? So it's kind of intriguing that the to picture here how much, yeah, maybe it's more this shape. And we use one of these thick on this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. There we are. That's gonna be jail cell number 3. Yeah, add some value to it. Phylactery. We'll have to look that up. All right. Okay. Got this one. I think this is good. I think this is an interesting enough castle as is now. Yeah. I think we are. So I really want to add a pumpkin right there. You're saying I should add some more color to this? So. I just want just a few dots of color here and specks of. Okay. All right, I should really stop this. Yeah, okay. There we go. I'm gonna upload this so that anyone, including you who are watching, can enjoy it. Just gonna add this to help. The reason I put these up is just for guidance. If you use slabs like this, use lots of them, you can always remove them. This skirt, if you will. They're not really needed, but I find it really helps me align things and find where things go if I build with several of the bottom slabs here. Okay, well, let's see here. I'm gonna select all of this, go all the way up. Oh, I didn't go up at all. Let's find out. Oh, you are most welcome. Let's do it. You are most welcome. I'm very happy if you find value in it. Oh, we have somehow managed to get something we need. Well, did we do that? What is it? That looks like a culprit to me. I don't need these at all. pretty sure we won't need these pieces. Up here, yeah. Yeah, this is just like beneath everything, so. Yeah, these darn rocks. Oh man, they're always in the way. Okay, let's try it again. Select everything. Yep. Cut it out and paste it. And now there's no gap between the board and the thing, so it is proper. Now we can load. What am I gonna call this tower? Forest location. And we can call it two tower keep. Yep, simple. Fully furnished interior, jail cells, and more. Yeah, and I'm definitely gonna upload more of these pieces under the Lemurian Castle system with slabs that makes it easy to build things like this. Let's see if it works now. No, I really hope so. It'll be very boring to remove things, but I think it's gonna be fine. Would still be good to be able to see the capacitive things when you select them. That, hey, that worked. Wonderful. Well, that definitely concludes my stream for tonight. Had a lot of fun building this, and I hope that you check it out if you can find it. Just search for Lemurian, in this case Lemurian Forest location. You'll find it alongside a few other interesting locations built in this style. Yeah, I am having so much fun with the Mega Dungeon and castle sets. I might do some more before I probably start pivoting back to cyberpunk and sci-fi for a little bit. But yeah, if you have requests, if you have questions on TaleSpire, let me know and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. In the meantime, till we meet again, good luck with your builds and enjoy. Thanks for watching.